Alright, here we go, people. Another understanding of why everything else you've ever been told is a lie. I love you. You guys can kind of gather what I'm poking at here, maybe. We are insects compared to what was here before. God gave this to us, mink, as we are the mink compared to what was before. You know, it's been said that if we were told what everything really was, literally, the number is over 90% of all men would need to go to the hospital for heart problems. The deception that we've been told compared to what our reality is so insane that I understand that analogy. Most people's hearts couldn't handle if they knew the truth. I mean, I remember when I just came to start to understand the truth. And I mean, it put me into a point where you almost want to just curl up into a ball and cry for 3 days. I'm not going to say that I did that, but I felt that feeling of wanting to. And that was just the beginning. Imagine if, most of us have a pretty good idea. If you listen to me, you somewhat know what's going on. But none of us really know what's truly going on. This is one of those things I'm trying to show you that shows we do not know anything. But the Bible knows a lot. But could you imagine somebody that has been locked in the belief system of the lies and has never even come to uncover any truth, and somehow they were just punched in the face with all of everything that we know, let alone if they got punched with, the whole thing, their hearts would fail. It makes sense. Most people couldn't handle what we know, let alone what we still haven't found. I mean, I don't know. I try to drop what I can. Some things I don't. Think about making another channel. But some things I just don't drop. A lot of it's really crazy. And not to say that I believe in it, but a lot of truth to so much weird stuff that's out there. It's, insane. But once you come to realize you start seeing this stuff, you're like, what am I supposed to think here? I have written records of things that lived, that were giants, that were huge. And you tell me that was, a figment of, our ancestors' imagination. But then you see things like this that show what they talked about was not a figment of anybody's imagination. We are the resistance. We are the ones that must show these things to the ones that we love. And without doing that, we give up.
Hi guys, so I've had a really good festive week. I've had a really
This
busy
girl's
one,
good. I'm just gonna let it keep going on to her video. That's how long it is. Oh goodness, 24 minutes. She's good, but whatever, I'll shut up.
Video, if you're new to my channel and you probably haven't heard anything like this before, this is probably going to seem like an extremely strange video to you, and if you are not a true seeker in any way, shape or form, this is going to be a lot easier for you to discredit and discourage than it actually is to accept and look into it yourself. But whatever, you know, I always say, at least you're hearing this, information, and what you decide to do with it is completely up to you. But at least you've been given that chance by hearing it, right? So my belief is that all the rocks were once alive, except from like volcanic activity, that everything has come from something that was once alive. You know, we've always been led to believe that the rocks were, you know, they're insignificant, they have no purpose, they don't come from anywhere, it's just part of what's happened when the earth was terraforming and being created, you know, millions and billions of years ago. And I'm here to say I think that's complete bullshit. And the reason why is because over the last year I have come to accept that everything I know is a lie. And, you know, I started this truth movement for myself a good few years ago now. But it was about 18 months ago, maybe a bit less actually, that I watched the No Forest on Flat Earth. And I was completely blown away by that. You know, it took me a good month or two to actually watch it. It kept popping up on my channel. But because the name was so strange, it just put me off for a long time. But God, let me tell you, it was such an eye-opener. It resonated with me on such a deep level. And if you have seen it, you will know that it leaves you with a big cliffhanger.
I'm going to pause this right here just to say this. Seriously, like, I've always been a truther. I've watched all the ancient alien stuff. I've watched everything about World War I, World War II, history, everything. Watched all of it. Sucked in, believed all of it, is what it is, da-da-da. And then I came across a video that said that the earth was flat. I thought it was the most stupid thing that I ever heard in my life. So I decided to do my due diligence to look into that and disprove it with everything that I had inside of my heart and my soul. And it changed my life. And that's what our biggest problems are, is that when somebody says something or we hear something or see something that we are like, that's the stupidest thing in the world. Cool. If you think it's the stupidest thing in the world, you should do all your due diligence to research and prove why it is so stupid. But same thing. If you have something that you think is so true, you should do the same due diligence of researching it and proving that it is true. You know, and that's where our biggest problem is. We don't really do that. But I'm telling you, that changed my life. It changed my life. And and the craziest thing is, trust me, especially if you've never researched Flat Earth or you've heard of it and you think it's stupid, that's fine. Just actually look at it. And I mean, look at it scientifically, look at it realistically. I am telling you, it will change everything that you know. And not in a bad way, and trust me, like I talk about that, oh, you might want to curl up into a ball and cry for 3 days. Hey, some people might. Sorry, you might. But the saddest thing is, this, and this is scientifically proven, people would rather lie about something and continue to lie about it, even if they realize that it's a lie, than admit to they've been lied to and that they've perpetuated that lie, or that they've gone along with a lie. They would rather continue to lie than admit to that they were stupid enough to be lied to. And it's not that you're stupid enough. It just is what it is. That's what they do. I love all of you. Please do your own due diligence and your own research.
Like, well, who has done this? Who has done this to Earth? Who has cut down all these massive trees? What has gone on in our history? You know, what has happened to what Earth was? Like, where's it all gone? What's gone on? So by asking this question, and I was asking it a lot because I was just completely hooked, it led me to Mud Fossils University. And I was completely blown away again because this guy Roger is saying and he's claiming that all these rocks that we take for granted and we walk past thousands of them every single day were all once alive. And he goes into the anatomy of it all, the chemistry of it all, and you can even, it's extremely obvious even looking at them for a lot, I mean, like most of the time. So again, my mind was blown, and I got that hooked that I started going to local quarries around me. I was going to garden centres and buying rocks. I was going out of my way to seek out
I just
rocks,
want to tell all of you that I love you all and do your own research. This girl is awesome, and she explains it and throws it down very well.
I was just getting more and
We
more
are the way.